In this video, we're going to cover how to ship products in multiple boxes, even though there's only one line item on the ship screen. So you'll notice in previous processes, we had the ability to scan the part number and increment the box number here so that each of these parts were in their respective boxes. And then on the ship screen, we'll end up with a tracking number and a print label routine that we can do for each of the boxes that we had chosen. Well, in previous versions of Lizzy, we had a problem if you had one line item and it needed to go in multiple boxes. We didn't really have a good, clean way to do that. And in this video, I'm going to go through what the new processes are for dealing with this. So in the system, we're on the ship screen, and we happen to be looking at a customer that has a quantity of 10 and a quantity of 3 for these two items. And you'll notice that because I've got a quantity more than one, we have a new icon over here on the right to specify what box number that particular item is in. So as an example, this may be a helmet, and I can only get 4 helmets in a box. So I could come over here, click this to tell it that I want 4, or I could scan 4 of the items up here. And then over here, that box is full, so I need a new box. So I'm just going to come over here and click the box, and then I'm going to put 4 items in that box. So now we're up to 8. I'm going to add another box, and then we're going to put the final 2 items in that box. So we have the ability now to actually specify as many boxes as we want per line item on the ship screen. Now, once we process this shipment, so here I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to add a couple boxes for this. And so now we have our quantity that we need, and we've got 1, 2, 3, and then the way that I had done this is this one's actually going into the box 3. I may want to change this to go into box 4 and this go into box 5 if that's the way it works. So basically, all I want is whatever number of boxes that I'm shipping, I'm going to write the number of that box on the outside of it. So this is box 1, and this is my 4 helmets. This is box 2, my 4 helmets. This is box 3, 2 helmets. And then in this case, I've got a 4 and a 5 for this other order. So I'm basically shipping 2 separate orders in one set here. So now we're just going to tell it to go ahead and process the shipment. So down here at the bottom, we're going to tell it to ship the product. Lizzy will go out and generate an invoice for me. All I'm going to do is come down here and tell it to process the payment. And I need to add a little bit more because we didn't have enough, or we had a penny difference for whatever reason. This is demo stuff, so I had no idea what I was actually looking at here. And so now on the ship screen, you can see that we have 5 individual boxes, and Lizzy knows what's in each of those boxes. So we're just going to come in here, select the box type for whatever it is that we're dealing with. I can change the shipping up here. Say we go FedEx Ground instead, and then we can actually pick our box. We'll put in our weight. And then at this point, we just hit ship beside each one of these things to get our tracking numbers. And we'll print that, and then we'll do this one. And the FedEx testing system that they have us on is a little slow, so I'll just skip the rest of these. And then the final process is to print the packing list to go into each of those boxes. So when you click to print the packing list, and FedEx may have me locked up here. But in any case, you'll get a packing list for each of the items that you have in the box. We've also modified the packing list control so that it now prints on the same 4x6 labels that you use to print the packing or the shipping information out for the different shipping suppliers. So you don't have to change printers anymore. You can actually just print one label that has the packing list on it, tear it off, put it in the box, print the packing list that goes, or the actual ship label, put it on the outside of the box, and do the whole process from right here on the ship screen.